Hi all, my name is Manit Trivedi. I'm an newly passed out from Science of Management. I'm currently working with RBL Bank as a credit analyst, looking after large corporates of Gujarat. I handle across 10 to 15 clients. I basically do the analysis of the client and put the note to the sanction committee. Once it gets sanctioned, then I look up to the sanction post-sanction part. Overall, I have 8.5 years of experience in finance and banking. Earlier, I was part of CARE Ratings where I worked for 2.5 years. Then I moved to RBL, and before CARE, I was with S&P Global. So in S&P Global, I was part of mergers and acquisition department. Worked there for almost 2.5 years. Uh, I moved strategically from S&P to CARE and then to banking because I eventually wanted to get into banking. So that's about my professional life. Thank you. Uh, to start off with, when I joined SAL, it was the first year of MBA. I was very skeptical on how the facilities would be, how the faculties would be. But in the first year itself, when I was placed into IDBI in the corporate banking section, I was really happy, and that gave me a direction into banking and specifically into corporate banking. Overall, if I say support of faculties, it was too good. You can approach them anytime, anywhere. Even once you clear your MBA, you can go and approach them. So I would like to say that don't just go for names. See how faculties are and what is the support. Uh, for the upcoming batch, what I would like to say them is don't just focus on books. Try and go beyond books. Try and understand the concepts rather than just mugging up things. Because if you just try and focus on exams, you will just get good marks, but probably your conceptual clarity will not be there. Just to give a simple example, probably if you are into finance, you've been studying ratios since probably 10th, 11th. But if somebody asks you the interpretations of ratio, you will not be able to know. You will just say the formulas of ratio. So rather than just focusing on mugging the formulas, try and understand the implications of it and go beyond. Now even in current scenario, Google, you can Google a lot of things where it is being implied, how industries use them. Try and talk to people who are experienced. I think that will help you a lot because if you talk to somebody who is working in an environment, they'll be better able to tell you how things practically work. So just try to keep the balance between theory and practical, because theory is also an important part. If you don't know the concept, you will not be able to imply the practical side of it. So that's one tip which I want to give. Second tip, which is very important, again, like earlier I said, communication is key. So try and develop your communication. It's a continuous process. You will develop it currently. Probably once you work somewhere, you will come to know about different sort of communications. Try and develop your writing skill as well, because sometimes you have to write a lot of things in a gist of, say, suppose half a page. But in exams, we try to write probably pages and pages, and then it makes no sense. So just try to write things in more gist. Uh, that's all, I guess. That all these things, or and try and focus on teamwork, because if you develop interpersonal skills, that will help you somewhere down the line in your professional life as well. So when I did my BBA, I was pretty confused which line to take. There were so many options. There was CS. There was also an option of CA, ICWA. Because when you are doing a BBA kind of a course, you always have an option to choose between different courses. But MBA is a program which is like a marathon program, which what you do in 3 years of your BBA, you have to do it in 2 years. So one thing which it helps you is to cope up with changes very fast. You have to do a lot of things simultaneously, and this skill also helps you in your professional life. So when you work in an environment like banking or any other industry, you have to do multitasking. So MBA is one program that helps you in multitasking. That's one thing which is, I feel, is very important. Apart from this, it helps you in developing your communication skill a lot, because you have to do a lot of presentations. You have to speak in front of a lot of people. So this helps you probably in your professional life, because even if you work in any profile, your communication plays a very important role. Even if you are in the back end kind of a role, your communication with your manager also helps a lot. So communication is one thing which I feel MBA helps you a lot. It is a program which has very diversified subjects. So which I personally feel can help you get a taste of every subject. Like if you do law, you have to study only law. If you do any other course, you have to focus on particular course and subjects only. But MBA is a course which helps you in overall management of schemes and subjects. You also study law, you study management, you study accounting, you study MIS, which brings you more of IT and tech side. So it's a program which helps you to get skill set of different kind. So I guess MBA is a very diversified program, and if you look at overall, it's there since ages. There is no low time of MBA. You might see growth in one particular stream. You may see a stream getting downwards, but MBA is a program which is there from ages and probably will stay forever.